Fantastic news for all my followers. Write this down. This Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I will be going live only on YouTube. Woohoo! Orange Bowl, Notre Dame versus Penn State. Get ready. I know I am. Extra, extra, read all about it. Irish are no longer overrated. The University of Notre Dame now proudly sits at 13-1, the 8th consecutive win versus a ranked opponent, as number 7 Notre Dame defeats number 2 Georgia by 2 possessions, taking the Dogs for a walk. P.S. The Bulldogs won back-to-back national titles in 2021 and 22, as the Irish have not hoisted a trophy since 1988. Before continuing, keep this in mind. The best 4 teams in the nation did not advance to the Final Four in the inaugural 12-team playoff bracket. Kirby Smart's veteran coaching status, he could not overcome the young-minded Marcus Freeman. One aspect of the game Notre Dame must sharpen up quickly is their passing game. Only 90 yards in the air in the last game against the Bulldogs. Also, 10 penalties for 75 yards must be addressed immediately. Quarterback Riley Leonard for Notre Dame. He's a double threat. He ran for more yardage than the running backs Love and Price combined. Wow. Riley Leonard's his 5th game with 70-plus yards rushing. A quarterback. Oh, I am so honored to have him as QB. Another X factor, Jeter. No, not Derek Jeter. The Notre Dame field goal kicker went 3 for 3. His longest was 48 yards. The X factor for Penn State is tight end Tyler Warren, winner of the John Mackey Award given out to the best tight end in the nation. Keep that stat in mind. I'm going to break down the Penn State game quickly very soon. New Georgia quarterback Gunnar Stockton. He was a 5-star quarterback in high school. He did replace injured starting quarterback for Georgia, Carson Beck. So let me pause for a second and try to smooth this out. Carson Beck, hell of a quarterback. Definitely to be commended for all his efforts and all his stats. Gunnar is not some schmuck off the street. So don't start preaching, all you haters of Notre Dame, how we walked through Georgia because they had the backup quarterback in. Let me remind you, 5-star quarterback started for Georgia against Notre Dame. Yes, he is legit, and there is no reason Georgia has anything to complain about. Unfortunate for Gunnar, the O-line for Georgia could not stop the relentless pursuit of the Notre Dame defense and the blitz, including 4 sacks. Yeah, it's not just Gunnar. The O-line let him down too. Hall of Fame coach Bear Bryant says, quote, "Defense wins championships," and I fully agree to that statement. Notre Dame forced multiple fumbles, and forcing Gunnar to make mistakes while under pressure. That must happen against Penn State as well. Also, credit to the Irish secondary with Xavier Watts, number 0. Sticking with the Bulldogs wide receivers like White on Rice for the most part. Icing on the cake was special teams. They're called special because that could absolutely switch the momentum and the scoreboard at a drop of a hat in a matter of seconds. Number 2, Jaden Harrison for the Irish. He takes the kickoff, 98 yards all the way to the house. Woo, Irish touchdown, Goosebumps Central. Opening the second half, leading to a Notre Dame victory. Speaking of special teams, Penn State with a blocked field goal of their own battling Boise State last week. That's a momentum shifter, as I mentioned, so it is official. Penn State, Notre Dame, Orange Bowl in a matter of days. One of the 2 semifinal games battling for the 1 and 2 spot in the national championship game. To say the least, Notre Dame and Penn State have history. I was only 10 years old during the Snow Bowl. Penn State versus Notre Dame. Hall of Fame coaches Lou Holtz and Joe Paterno. P.S. Happy birthday to legendary head coach Lou Holtz for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. He's 88 years young. Keep that number in mind. Lou Holtz, head coach for the Irish, 1988, when they won their last national championship. That is a perfect omen. Back to the 1992 game. Irish quarterback Rick Meyer. I got his jersey, number 3. He spent the night before the game in the hospital throwing up. Obviously, he's not 100%. With seconds left in the fourth quarter, he connected with an injured, oh baby, Jerome Bettis, the bus, with just 20 seconds left, somewhere around there. Touchdown Irish. It's a 1-point game. What do? You got to go for 2. Again, Rick Meyer finds also injured Reggie Brooks at the edge of the end zone. 2-point conversion successful. The Irish fans storm the field, celebrating a 17-16 victory at South Bend. Go Irish! I'm not done yet, guys. We haven't broke down Penn State yet. Hold on, I'm coming. The 2007 matchup had an action-packed first quarter as the Irish had a 74-yard pick six, and the Nittany Lions with a 76-yard punt return for a touchdown. The Lions manhandled the Irish in 2007, 31-10 at Happy Valley in Penn State. The series matchup is close to even in their history. That's the past. Let's get to the present. You've been patient? Now here comes the cookies and cream. Injuries plagued both teams. Penn State's defensive end, Abdul Carter, and Notre Dame's running back, Jeremiah Love. They are unhealthy. Both of them most likely will not play. This game will be a battle of defenses, won in the trenches. Penn State's alumni, now Notre Dame defensive coordinator, Al Golden. He arms Marcus Freeman with a set of brass knuckles. Irish live and breathe inside of the run game. Every Notre Dame fan knows it. If you watch film on the Irish, you agree. The Lions' rush defense was on point versus SMU, holding them to less than 100 yards on the ground and only 110 versus Boise State. Penn State did their homework. They're ready. Quarterback comparison. Penn State quarterback Drew Allar, 20-year-old 5-star recruit, much like Georgia, 5-star quarterback coming into college. He's going against Duke transfer quarterback, now Irish quarterback, Riley Leonard. Drew has almost 1,000 more yards in the air than Riley. Yeah, you see where I'm going with that. No words needed on that statement. True, Leonard's bread and butter is using his legs, but he must find his wide receivers more often to keep the Lions defense guessing. That's the key. Don't let Penn State think you're going to run it all the time. Let the linebackers fall back. Let Riley Leonard have enough time to run through that little hole from the defensive line to the linebacker scheme. Keep the linebackers guessing. Keep them moving back and forth. Running backs Allen and Singletary for the Lions. They will keep the Irish defense on their toes as well. Watch both sides be aggressive on fourth down. I do not see many field goal attempts. This will be a physical battle. Both teams are on the doorstep of the BCS title game, inches away from football immortality. What do you think, guys? Who will face Texas or the Ohio State in the national championship game this year? Like, comment, subscribe.